In Libya, the rebels have surrounded one of the last remaining strongholds of Colonel Gaddafi's supporters, the town of Beni Walid, southeast of Tripoli. The loyalists had been given until next Saturday to surrender, but rebel negotiators say they expect the standoff in the town to be resolved within the next 24 hours. Well, RT's Maria Vanoshna is in the Libyan capital for us. Let's cross live to her now. Maria, the rebels overran Tripoli some 2 weeks ago now, assisted by NATO airstrikes. What's taking so long to round up the remaining Gaddafi loyalists?
Well, Alice, the area known as Beni Walid, southeast of the capital Tripoli, some 200 kilometers from the place where we are now, has all the time been considered as Gaddafi's main stronghold. This is also, Beni Walid is the name for the tribe populating this area, one of the biggest Libyan tribes, and staunch in their devotion to the embattled colonel. It's played a prominent role during the current uprising here in Libya. Since the beginning of the events here in February, people from this tribe, Beni Walid, have been fighting against the rebels all across Libya. Volunteers from this area have been dying for Gaddafi in Misrata, in Braga and in other cities. They've been all the time ardently supporting the colonel, who's provided them with the best weaponry and the best ammunition. And actually Gaddafi himself, as well as his sons, have all the time been thought to hide in that area. And that's why many here on the ground are saying that if the rebels manage to take this stronghold, that would officially mean the end of the colonel and the regime's fall. So as you can understand, what's right now going on some 200 kilometers from the capital Tripoli could indeed be considered as the rebels' decisive battle. No one can say for sure how much time it will take for the rebels to free the city, but the new government's interior ministry has recently claimed that they expect to take it within the next day or two. At the same time, we can expect that this battle would not be easy, because recently Gaddafi's son Saif al-Islam has appeared on TV claiming that they would never surrender and they would fight till the end, till the death. The rebels have been preparing for this fight for a long time, with NATO helping them clean the path towards this city, bombing military facilities around Beni Walid for quite a long time. So we can admit that this fight is very important for the rebels, and this is actually a decisive battle. Meanwhile, the National Transitional Council have recently claimed that they've called for all people still in the areas held by Gaddafi's forces to come over to its side, promising there will not be any revenge for them, and the safety would be guaranteed for them. Back to you, Alice.
And Maria, Libya's new leadership, the National Transitional Council that you referred to there, has still not actually moved to Tripoli yet to officially assume the role of the new government. So does that leave something of a power vacuum in the capital?
Yeah, Alice, the situation here in the Libyan capital is very complicated. The streets are literally full of armed people, armed rebel fighters with actually unclear agenda. The National Transitional Council have recently repeatedly been claiming that Tripoli is safe, Tripoli is now secure, and that the National Transitional Council, the rebels leaders, are coming here from Benghazi soon. But so far we haven't seen any sign of them here in the Libyan capital. So, well, this is quite doubtful that Tripoli is now safe and secure. Meanwhile, many here are concerned that these armed rebel fighters would be very hard to be controlled. Meanwhile, the Interior Minister has recently claimed that the National Transitional Council will soon try to bring these people under their control. But as we can see here, they're not quite successful so far.